is a day. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take our coverage. The rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been rapping stories for rap for pages. Keep rapping stories about people who not too concerned. We got a lot of people in the ghetto, people on the block, people in the street. If y'all know what I know, follow me, and I'll take you to places where people are suffering. We got lame people, blind people. I mean, people that in need, man. People too much in need. Come on. Yeah.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, some going deep and deeper. Put in thought to each kid.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to another brand new presentation of the program from the Pre-News. Today is Monday, the 17th day of August, and 2026 is the year. I'm Wendell Nimne, and I'm here this morning with Esther Daco. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of you. It's good to be here this Monday. And I'm glad that I'm here to share what we have from the local dailies on our decks.
Okay, so how did your weekend go?
The weekend was great. It was long because we had a technical break, Yeah, so it was all just rest, rest, resting.
Yeah, you are resting.
Mm-hmm.
Your umpa money can come to you, so you gotta rest. We probably gotta look for money so we can
Like,
rest. Well, folks, it's good to be here this morning. I'm here with Esther Daku, and we have to share these. We have many trending stories to share with you on this edition of the show. So if you're there, we want to welcome you in a very, very special way to this edition of print news. But before we can run you through those stories we have, we just want to do a happy belated birthday treat for the managing director of the National Port Authority, Honorable Sekou Dukle. Birthday was on yesterday. And we just want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful belated birthday, Honorable Sekou Dukle of the National Port Authority. Yesterday was your day. And so we want to wish you all the best this life has to offer. Okay, so we going to be sharing with you on this edition of the show the online version of the front page Africa newspaper and the Daily Observer. The online version is known as the Liberian Observer. So Esther and I will be sharing with you from those dailies. So let's see this internet thing again. Let's see from this end. I'm about to take my very first story from the front page Africa newspaper. Esther, you need to give me some hand.
mm-hmm.
Uh, please help me while we take a short break.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend, the children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no cause, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money, no cause, no glory, no help for poor men. That's what we know. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, bigger stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know stories? You've been rapping stories from back for pages.
Thank you, folks. Thank you for being a bit patient. We are back and ready to rumble. So let's begin with those stories we've got to share with you on this edition of the show. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, this is going to be our very first story. Okay, this is going to be our very first story. Hey, come on. Let's see. This is going to be our very first story. Okay, let me take this story. What is happening this morning? What is happening with the internet? Okay, this is going to be our very first story. This is going to be. This is going to be. It says buried inside Liberia's poor decentralization bill, a potential 2029 rivalry, and the security gaps nobody wrote in. Okay, let's take a few lines from that story. It says, yeah, there was a ceremony, a signature, and the kind of applause that photographs, well, what the cameras did not catch is the quieter dogfight that has been building in the corridors of power for months underneath President Bwaka's decision to sign away the National Port Authority's roughly 7 decade monopoly. One some insiders describe as a strategic, if premature, political play that could yet derail the president's broader development agenda. In one corner stands Senator Yumli Kanga Lawrence. Okay, in one corner stands Senator Yumli Kanga Lawrence, architect of the legislation and a lawmaker hoping it transforms her home county, Grand Bassa, into something it has never quite been allowed to become. In the other stands Vice President Jeremiah Korn from Voterich, Nima County, watching a bill he has never publicly endorsed and a rival exactly the kind of political win he cannot easily match. The two have cycled each other since the 2023 presidential campaign, when Bwaka narrowed his running mate shortlist to the pair before settling on the man from Nima. It was a decision that left one camp elevated and the other, by most accounts, quietly stung. Their relationship has been strained. Okay, it says their relationship has been okay. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this?
Okay.
No. Oh my God.
Okay, get out. Yeah.
Oh, this thing. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Let's see. Is that what just a meaning? Oh Lord.
You gotta get out.
Oh my gosh. What is going on? Folks, we having some tech issues this morning. The internet is acting up. Internet ain't want to read in morning. So I think
No, that's not.
okay. Just open it. Uh-huh. All right, so we will continue from here. This is where we stopped. It says their relationship has been strained ever since. and why recent speculation about a rift stems largely from prior positioning and legislative influence rather than ending open. Former Fuad, the pattern is hard to miss for anyone watching Monrovia's political class closely. Two ambitious officials, both possible 2029 contenders, each watching for the moment the other overreaches. A port city and the Turkish delegation. For Kanga Lawrence, port decentralization is an unambiguous win, a path toward economic growth and port city status for Grand Bassa. After the president's signature, she publicly praised House Speaker Richard Namwekun and the House for passing the Port Authority and Port Autonomy bills, declaring flatly Grand Bassa will surely be a port city. She has since announced that a special economic zone in the county is set to be contracted to a new company, a move she says will transform the local economy and add value to agriculture products. That is also where the story gets murkier. Kanga Lawrence's posture and evident personal interest in the outcome have drawn public concern that she stands to benefit directly from decentralization. In January 2025, a visiting delegation from the Abirak Group, an Istanbul headquartered multinational conglomerate with interests spanning port operations, fleet rental, and tourism, paid a courtesy visit to the Senate pro tempore in Monrovia. Both Kanga Lawrence and Montserrado County Senator Abraham Darius Dillon, who chairs the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee, have already faced public criticism over concerns about improper interactions with foreign entities regarding national assets like ports and infrastructure. Vice President Kuhn, for his part, has favored a strong and efficient port system generally under the ruling Unity Party government's arrest agenda, but has not publicly voiced support for decentralization specifically. Government insiders describe the bill's signing as a clear edge for Kanga Lawrence over a man widely seen as her most likely 2029 rival. A read reinforced by reports that the Abarak Group is already positioned to take over the Buchanan port once the bill's transitional clause restrictions are satisfied. All right, Esther, I think we'll stop right here because of time, and we can take one more story. And we see all the top folks here. We see the photograph of the president, the vice president, the Senate pro tempore, the managing director of the National Port Authority, Sigel Douglas, and the Montserrat County Senator Darius Dillon. All right, they are all photographed here this morning, and it says power play. So we're taking one more story. We taking one more story. Let's see which one is going to be our next story. Okay, let's see. Right. Let's see this story. I want to take this. Let's see. Okay, Esther, I think this. Hmm. Okay, let me take this story and see what it says. All right, Prophet Keys signals a new public image following his release from prison. Hmm. Okay, Justin Opayensian, popularly known as Prophet Key, has emerged from nearly 6 months of incarceration, declaring that his time behind bars has changed him, while simultaneously questioning the legality and proportionality of the 180-day sentence imposed against him by the Supreme Court of Liberia. Following his release from the Morovia Central Prison Friday, Prophet Keith said his experience in detention had served as a period of rehabilitation and reflection, suggesting that the ordeal had forced him to reassess his conduct, his public utterances, and the manner in which he communicates with others. His comments mark a notable shift from the confrontational public persona that preceded his imprisonment, as he now says he intends to approach his public engagements differently. The Supreme Court ordered his immediate release on August 14, 2026, after he has spent roughly 6 months in custody. I have been rehabilitated. Who is saying this? Prophet Key. Prophet Key's central message following his release was that his period in prison was not without impact. He said the experience had rehabilitated him, implying that the confinement gave him an opportunity to reconsider his actions and the consequences of his words. According to him, the man who entered prison is not necessarily the same man who walked out, as the period of incarceration provided time for reflection, discipline, and a reassessment of his approach to public discourse. His declaration appears to signal an intention to move away from the style of public communication that contributed to his legal troubles and toward a more measured posture. The statement comes after the Supreme Court found him guilty of contempt in February and sentenced him to 6 months in prison following remarks it said were directed against the Chief Justice and members of the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice's mother. For Prophet Key, therefore, his release is not simply the conclusion of a legal battle, but also the beginning of what he portrays as a personal transformation. His assertion that he has been rehabilitated suggests that he believes the punishment, regardless of the controversy surrounding its length, has changed his outlook rather than returning to the same style of public confrontation. He says the experience has taught him lessons about restraint, responsibility, and the consequences that can follow public statements. Well, Esther, because of time, we will have to leave it right there and go back to Esther to run us through
Daily,
the Liberian Observer. That's
yeah,
the online version of the Daily Observer newspaper.
of
So
course.
stay put as Esther get prepped up to run us through the Liberian Observer. If you just join us, you are listening to the program from the Print News on the Freedom FM 87.9. And this program is brought to you by Mayuba and Sons Incorporated and Exodus Best Price Store with two branches on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. Esther, are we set now?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So we have the Daily Observer right before us this morning, and the top story here says, "A force meant for good." This is right here highlighted as the banner headline on today's Daily Observer online or website. Let's have this story quickly. The internet
Yeah, I don't
is a
know.
mess today, but we will definitely manage. Let's see if we can bring this story shortly. We have lots of stories here. I see Indian renews push to deepen ties with Liberia. We have bonfire service station opens. We have LGFL launches fundraiser to support Liberian students. We have early RC endorses LEC's 20 megawatt solar project. Well, let's have this story. Let's have this story open quickly, and then we can bring some lines. We see the photograph here of Prince C. Johnson. He's right here. We have, but let's go to the story quickly. Okay. We have, it says, nearly 2 decades after Liberia began rebuilding its armed forces following the Civil War, officers produced by that reform now occupy some of the country's most important national security positions. Retired Major General Daniel D. Ziankan Jr. is President Joseph Nima Boakar's latest appointee selected to lead the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency. Prior to him was retired Major General Prince C. Johnson II, who heads the National Security Agency, and retired Brigadier General Geraldine Janet George, who serves as Minister of National Defense. General Davidson Fowler, another product of the post-war military, remains Chief of Staff of the AFL. The development is perhaps the clearest evidence that the US and UNMIL, that's UNMIL, supported restructuring of the military did more than create a new army. It produced a professional leadership pipeline from which successive governments can draw. Of the six principal security institutions considered here, three, Liberia National Police, Liberia Immigration Service, and Executive Protection Service, are headed by personnel who did not rise through the AFL. Even so, the EPS reflects another dimension of international security sector assistance. Its director, Sam Gay, is a retired U.S. Department of Justice Drug Enforcement Administration supervisory special agent and graduate of the DEA FBI Academy. The emerging reality raises a broader question. Has the success of military reform outpaced national development of capable professional leadership pipelines in civilian security institutions? The roots of today's security architecture lied in the 2003 Comprehensive Peace Agreement, which ended more than 14 years of civil conflict. The old military had become associated with political interference, factionalism, human rights abuses, and repression. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf later described the security forces as having been quite corrupt and largely dysfunctional, saying they had lost public trust and intervened or interfere in political affairs without respect for law and due process. Consequently, the peace process did not simply seek to retire the OAFL, it sought to restructure it. The old military was progressively deactivated and demobilized, while a new force was recruited and vetted. The United States took the lead in rebuilding the army, while the United Nations mission in Liberia supported the broader security sector transformation. The United States contracted DICOP International to undertake recruitment, vetting basic training, while subsequent assistance reported advanced training and infrastructure. The process accelerated after Salih assumed office in 2006. Recruitment began on January 18, 2006, with applicants subject to education, physical, medical, and background screening. The first recruits began training at the Barclay Training Center in Monrovia in July 2006, including women. The objective went beyond teaching military skills. Liberia was attempting to create soldiers who understood constitutional government, human rights, civilian authority, and professional military ethics. But let's leave you here. We have lots more stories. India renews push to deepen ties with Liberia. The Embassy of India in Liberia commemorates its 80th years. Let's take this story. Its 80th anniversary of India independence with ceremony that doubled with a showcase of the steadily strengthening partnership between the two countries, as officials from both countries highlighted new diplomatic milestones, expanding trade and growing cooperation in education, capacity building, and investment. It can be recalled on August 15, 1947, the Republic of India became an independent nation, ending nearly 200 years of British rule. It later became a sovereign republic on January 26, 1950, when its new constitution took effect with a freedom struggle led by Mahatma Gandhi Jawaharlal Nehru, and the Indian National Congress through decades of civil disobedience. Addressing guests at the celebration in Monrovia, Indian Ambassador to Liberia, His Excellency Manoj Balarivaman opened by paying tribute to the leaders and freedom fighters who won India's independence from colonial rule in 1947 and to the generations who have since built the country into a vibrant democracy, a strong economy, and a responsible and respected member of the international community. Let's also leave you here. We have more stories. Bonfire service station opens. Well, that's good. We see the commissioning of a new fire station in Banga underscores the importance of investing in firefighter protection, insurance, and maintenance. We have the LGFL or LGFI launches fundraiser to support Liberian students. And then we have LERC endorses LEC 20 million watt solar project. I don't know how this LEC thing is in other communities, but when there, I don't know, my community is a serious mess of recent. I mean, this is the rainy season, and current keeps going one after. I mean, right after it comes on, it's just after a while it goes. I mean, I don't know what's happening, but is what it is. Liberia's transition towards cleaner and more diverse electricity generation has received a major boost following the Liberia Legislative Regulatory Commission formal insurance of a 20 megawatt solar generation license to the Liberia Electricity Corporation, clearing the way for the utility to operate the country's major solar facility, Amakofi. The license was formally presented on Thursday, August 13, 2026, at Mures Plaza in Cinco, with government officials, energy sector stakeholders, and LEC representatives describing the regulatory approval as an important milestone in Liberia's effort to reduce its dependency on heavy fuel and diesel power generator. Funded by the World Bank under its Regional Emergency Solar Intervention Project, the 20 megawatt solar facility is expected to increase Liberia's electricity generation capacity by about 15% and provide benefits to more than 2,000 urban residents. The project is also expected to help diversify Liberia's energy mix, reduce reliance on imported fossil fuels, and contribute to the government's broader clean energy ambitions. Presenting the license on behalf of the LERC Board of Commissioners and Management, Commissioner Councillor Clark Edward Tome II stressed that the document should not be viewed as a ceremonial approval but as a legally binding instrument carrying significant obligations for LEC. This is far more than a symbolic document. Tome said, emphasizing that the license establishes LEC's legal authority to generate electricity from solar energy while subjecting the utility to Liberia's electricity law, applicable technical standards, and specific licensing conditions. I think this next is our final story. Scrap company turns to illegal timber trafficking. Hmm.
Hmm.
Wow. Well, this is our final story. Let's take some lines quickly from it. It's the scrap company in Liberia illegally exported 7 round logs to India, invading taxes and community benefits. The export bypass via established. But let's have this story open quickly so we can give you in-depth reading of what it says here. The internet is it's a serious mess. I don't know. But this is important. Hopefully, it's going to open so we can give you some more lines. Oh,
Yeah,
telling you, it's
yeah,
iPhone.
that's it. We getting there. Mm.
And I don't know, but I also noticed my mobile phone. At certain time, the internet can just completely go off.
That's the
After
problem
a
with
while,
that's
it
the
comes
problem
back
with
on.
all of these service provider in this country. You know, every time there's a little bit of rain, then the next thing that internet problem.
Mm.
In
And
any other countries, these things don't happen.
mhm,
Only our country,
they don't.
yeah.
But this is Liberia. A
Mm,
scrap company on the Japan's freeway shipped round logs to India outside the legal channel for timber export. Elephant Multi-Purpose Corporation exported the 7 round logs to India in January, according to records of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The shipment was confirmed by Market Insight, an international trade data company and subsidiary of Business Insiders, the US based global financial news agent. It is the only shipment the company established in 2021 has made. Okara Overseas, an Indian textile firm, was the buyer. But records from the Forestry Development Authority showed that the export occurred outside of the laboratories, the legal channel for timber trading, known as the chain rather of custody system. The evidence reveals that Elephant Corporation is not registered in the FDA system and has never traded through it. Additionally, Sindel Abbott Blyon, the FDA's Deputy Managing Director for Technical Services, confirmed the information. Well, now this is it. I think
okay.
that's all we can take from this story. Let's say controls to you for continuation of the program.
Thank you very much, and we will catch up with our break when we come back. We will deep or go beyond the headlines to draw you closer to our talking points. So let's take word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back right here on the program from the pre news.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said, when you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deep.
You know, this is the best time to make use of Exeter's Best Price store because we got another big holiday coming in Liberia. August 24th is a very big holiday, all right? And I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot of activities across the country on that day. So those of you who will be looking for a place where you can go to get drinks for cheaper prices, well, the best place to go is Exeter's Best Price store. Don't forget they have 2 branches. One is on the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and one is on Gurley Street, downtown Morovia. So if you're looking for that place to get your drinks for low prices, Exeter's Best Price store is the place for you. So that's the over the weekend. There are too many things that took place. The president signed into law, giving the airport the autonomous power to operate on their own.
Mm,
And this appointment of the military advisor to the president, to the LDEA,
mhm,
Daniel Zianka, these are all things that happened over the weekend.
of course.
So, how far are we now with the $370 million cocaine investigation. Because the 90 million umpa, we can't hear about it again. We can't hear about the 90 million. Why do these people are stay behind bars? Because we've been told the guy who owns the bar is not in prison. And we were told that he was behind bars. So too many things happening. What is the outcome of the $90 million investigation? We ain't hear nothing from now on again. $370 million cocaine. Then the president over the weekend appointed the former Minister of National Defense, who was appointed as military advisor to President Bouaka, has now been nominated as the head of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency. You know, our country, I don't know, man, but sometimes it can make people weak.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it make you very weak that, it discourages some people to learn. It discourages some people to go in the field to learn how to fight drugs. Because when you have look, let's thought there are a lot of young people within the LDEA who I'm quite sure can serve in that position.
Mm.
The recycling of these people every time they would take, are they the only Liberians that qualify to serve in those positions? Yes, we agree it lies within the purview of the president. But Mr. President, there are other qualified people. Sometimes when you're doing your vetting, you got to send people who know the area so that they can do the vetting and select the best name. All right, because when you take people just because you feel they got some, training and all of that, they can fight drugs. No.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Zagan spent all his life as a military man. All right, taking him to go and place him at the LDEA, I think that's a misplacement for me. I see it as a misplacement. Esther, do you know how many qualified graduates, how many trained LDEA officers that are at the
Of
LDEA?
course.
Why the president couldn't go there and say, "Look, you give me some of the names here. Let me see them so we can, because we're trying to make an appointment to this position."
Mm-hmm.
But the country has just been like that. One name would be recycling. You look from the other place, they need you cancel. I mean, like they are the only
Yeah,
ones who
like
are
there are
qualified.
no qualified people, and we know, to be honest with you, this happening in a lot of government institution in this country.
Mm,
People will work,
yeah,
their time, their how you call retirement time will reach when they will retire them and still bring them back
back,
as
yeah.
consultants. What is the meaning of something like
Hmm.
that?
Yeah.
Are you telling us that the people who work within our institution, nobody can fill in the gap,
Hmm.
and you will still bring them back?
Similar
Doesn't
thing.
make sense.
You got. Look,
It's so
there
wrong.
are too many things happening. Look, people can say we hate the president. We ain't got nothing. Look, I come from a traditional background. I was trained to respect my elders, most especially people who I see as my father. I can never disrespect the president, but there are some decisions the president is taking that is not in the right line for our country. You know, there are some of the decisions the president take. What the essence of making AB Kroma?
Mm.
You say you made AB Kroma head of tax force to go fight people who doing illegal mining. So then, what's the function of the senior inspector at the Ministry of Mines and Energy?
Exactly.
So, are you taking the senior inspector function to give to AB Kroma? Because that's the function of the senior inspector, Esther.
Of course.
He's the one that is responsible to send inspectors on the field to monitor these people who are doing illegal mining in the country.
Hmm.
But then you brought AB Kroma, you say you placed AB Kroma and made AB Kroma head of tax force to go fight people who are doing illegal mining. AB Kroma is a qualified guy. I know that for a fact. But then what becomes of this the inspectorate division of the Mines and Energy Ministry?
Hmm. Of course.
So AB will be doing their job because they're supposed to be the one arresting all these people who are in illegal mining, confiscate their equipment and all of that.
Mhm.
The same thing with Diana Zianga. Diana Zianga was defense minister under George Weah. He was retired and he came and served as advisor to the president on military affairs. They're taking him from there now. They're carrying him to LDEA. Let no qualified people or persons at the LDEA to serve. Yes, we agree. All I know that would be some of your argument that the president responds the right to appoint anybody he feels like. I agree. I agree. But look, sometimes the president need to have a vetting team. Like we're sending people to the LDEA to see because I stand to be corrected. I'm quite sure the LDEA was established. The DEA at the time was established under the Child Stealer administration. I stand to be corrected, but I think my memory is serving me well on that. So all that time, this institution been existing. They have been sending people spending government money on them, taxpayer money. You'll go, you'll get training, you'll come back. So these people, they would just be there. They were not, sent to a position of give them some responsibility. What difference is the Nzianga going to make at the LDEA? What is he going to do there? What is he going to do there? That's how sometimes when you see people go to go ahead or institution, that institution can become dormant because the person you send there, they know nothing about the workings of that institution.
Exactly.
So sometimes some of the qualified people they would say that I'm not here to share my let the man do what he can do. He's the boss. He's supposed to know the right people to work with. So I see that as a misplacement. Taking Daniel Zanga to carry the LDEA. What Zanga know about fighting drugs? What does he know about fighting drugs? Esther? He knows nothing. The man has lived all his life in the barracks. Not even somebody who that Coast Guard man who said know the water that can go and arrest the illegal vessel and thing and they know how the drugs can come in the country. But Zianga is a complete novice to that
So it's
job.
almost like they're taking the LDA back to zero because when they're at the end of the day, those who are already in and that's my problem. Those who are already in the system are the ones now who gotta hold his hands,
But Kim, yeah,
and move him
mhm,
around while he sit and make the big money.
yeah.
That is the problem with them.
But so carrying Zianga over there, what is Zianga going to do down there? He ain't going to do nothing down there. It just I just see Zianga appointment as more doors open for drugs to come in the country
Mm.
because the people who knows the area, the people who got the technicality, got the expertise to fight this thing, they have been left aside. The same thing doing President we had administration. We used to sit here and complain to President we had that President we had some of these people you got on your team, you need to let them go. He didn't listen. We cry, President. Well, you got to change some of these people. Then some of them, you can't maintain a cabinet for 6 years. We cry. And everybody said that was the president's responsibility. So we all saw what happened. So it's the same thing. Yes, Joseph Boaga, like his vice president said, the old man got a good heart, but his brain is going down. His brain is going down.
You know, and somebody said the other day, how sure are you guys that the Papi is the one running that country?
He's the president.
He is.
So whether he running it or he not running it, or anything
Yeah,
happen that Joseph Boaga will look up to,
of course.
that our president. So whether he's spoiling it or when he's spoiling it, like when it's on the dinner he's spoiling, we're talking about it. Hmm? As a president, there are a lot of qualified people. We need to put some of the old names down. Let them go sit down. All right, let them go sit down. They have outlived their usefulness in government. Why don't we bring these young people? You, Mr. President, you talk about, empowering the young people. So why are you forgetting about the young people now? You're giving job to people who have served, in government 10, 15, 16, 20 years. So you want them to have that same legacy as you because you served 40 some more years in government. It is time that we turn the table around because I don't see what this young guy going to do to the LDEA. Nothing. All these people, all they care about is just to enrich themselves. So let Xiangan go to the LDA and make some of us shame and say, oh, they were on the radio telling the people that we don't have the qualification or the competence or the job or all of that. It's not what we're saying. But what we are saying, Xiangan, we know you are a trained soldier, a trained military personnel, somebody who went through the ranks and file. Can you imagine? A retired major general. You know what it means to be a major general in the military? Sometimes some of these things I see it as demotion. But some people greediness business, even if you were minister and they tell you they can't make you some gonna give you some gonna kitchen board job, they will take it. You left from senator job, you say you want to be manager to port. You left from the I don't understand how people what they can be doing it for. It's just to enrich themselves
Well,
to the detriment of the suffering masses. That's what most of these people doing in our country.
mhm.
You taking one name, you will keep carrying that name around. Oh, let no other person qualified to do that job. It proved to us that the Unity Party that came in power, they came to power with no plans. With no plans. You took the senior inspector position of the Ministry of Mines and Energy, the man who's supposed to be responsible to go out there and make sure all the people that are doing illegal mining in the country are brought to book. You turn around, you say you're making A.B. Kroma head of tax force to go for illegal people who are doing illegal mining. So what becomes of the inspectorate division of the Ministry of Mines and Energy? That's the question we're still asking. So it's better you shut down the inspectorate division at the Ministry of Mines and Energy and let A.B. Kroma be the senior inspector or the head of the tax force. Because mind you, when the people go there from the Mines and Energy Ministry, A.B. Kroma go there and some gonna knows we can. So AB he needs to work with the folks at the Ministry of Mines and Energy because to know the kind of licenses that have been given to people who are operating out there. Whether you have class A, class B, class C, and all that one.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta know it. Because they get some money company in, they get class C. They get some money company in, they get class B. They get some money company in, they get class A. So AB Kuma, you need to know all these things.
Mhm.
And you need to know the function of the ministry, how they work. Because you will not go and use power and you just see somebody see the people doing illegal money, and then you go, you catch them knowing the fact that they are not illegal. So these are some of the problems we face with in our country. So you say now you nominated Daniel as the new head of the LDEA. So how far are we now with this $19 million draw case? How far are we with a $370 million draw case? All right. Okay, so this okay. All right, that's good. People will have to apply. All right, is a vacancy at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. All right, we're not going to do.
Are you show this as a vacancy?
I'm seeing the Ministry of Finance Assistant Director. Okay, for planning, there is an Assistant Director for Communication that is currently lying. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
So
God.
he's lying on the floor.
He's
His
lying on
ID
the
card.
floor. He's lying on the floor. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? His name is It's Emmanuel Payne.
I know him. Whoa.
Oh, Emmanuel Payne Jr.
He's from Bannersville. I know him.
Okay, DTV, that's DN News just reported. Let me read this. It says Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. There is an assistant director for communication that is currently lying on the ground in Vietown, Bourgeois Island, in front of the Jungle Water store. According to people at the scene, he was reportedly thrown off by some men in the Ministry of Justice, Liberia National Police, LMP. Oh, he was reportedly thrown off by some men in the Ministry of Justice, Liberia National Police, LMP, Spoon TV Live, OK, a taxi number 1919995, and OK Prime TV. But anyway, the family, if they are listening, you'll need to rush there and see what's happening to your man, Emmanuel Payne. This name rings bell. Emmanuel Payne.
Emmanuel P was on the radio before he went at the Ministry of Finance. He used to have a program with the radio station I previously worked for.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. You go there. If any of you connected, any family member out there listening to us, he's an assistant director at the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, assistant director for communication. Emmanuel Payne, we've been told what we just read from DN News that he's right now lying in front of the Jungle Water store. I don't know whether he stayed there or they have taken him from there. But that's it, Esther. So my thing is now the cooking business it finished.
It looks so because with the different appointments we're hearing, you know, it
Yeah.
looks like they're trying to distract us from this drug thing, and when we are not going to be distracted.
What do we do?
This is something we will keep talking about it. This is something we will continue to talk about until we can reach to the end of this story window.
Hmm.
We're not going to get quiet on the 19 million drug. We talked about that before the 130, 300 and some more million dollar
Mm.
got involved and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And so we are still on it. We will
Mm.
keep talking about it
Mm.
because it is important that we keep our eyes on it so that these people can go do any funny thing and at the end of the day, they just give us report, and stuff like that. I hope the journalists that are assigned there to get all of the information that the public need. I hope you guys are on top of your game. I hope you are doing well because I heard some kind of news about you guys. I hope you guys, are doing our thing straight because at the end of the day, you are a watchdog. It is your job to report to the society. You are not to take bribe.
You have already been accused. All
Exactly.
right. We are not excluded because we are members of the media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a full-fledged member of the Press Union of Liberia. And the thing here is, we have been accused of receiving bribe from the cartel. So now talk about this cocaine business. So whoever received bribe, I didn't receive bribe from anybody. But whoever received bribe, and you're not talking about it at your business. But we want to know how far is the investigation. Because for me, the only thing I know that would please me or satisfy me when we bring in foreign investigators. Bring in people from outside the country because we've already gotten the information that there are big, big hands in the cocaine thing. So who's willing to call names? Big, big hands. Who's willing to call names? Who's willing to call names? They said BB Henne. They went to to the extent of even mentioning the son of the president, Joseph Boakai Jr., that he has some link to the cocaine. Because some of the folks that we see whose names were mentioned, we see them in pictures with the Fast family. So we are calling on the Ministry of Justice. How far are we with this investigation? What's the latest update on the cocaine investigation? Because we've been told there is a huge protest in the making, very huge protest in the making. The people want to come outside to get results. They want to know the names of the big pens that they say in the cocaine business. $370 million. They say the Bernio. The same thing that happened to the $100 million cocaine case, right? When the judge went and requested for the FOC, they couldn't produce the FOC. So that's how he got mad and threw the case out. Yeah, you'll return the people money, you'll take from there, you'll give it to them. Their kids, yeah, ain't got no ground. We'll put it outside. The people didn't even wait for the money. Says as soon as they got their document, everything, they were out of Liberia. $90 million cocaine came again. No hay, no tay. $370 million. Some people say they bought a whole lot of powder cartoon and they go buying powder, they say they're buying drugs. But I think we can stop here and take some calls. But folks, that's it. The decentralization bill was signed by the president, giving the ports the autonomy to operate on their own. So the port of Buchanan now would be uh, operated by the county. The port of Greenville will be operated by the county, and the port of Harper will also be operated by the county. But we've been told they give them some grace period to see if they can really make it on their own. If not, then they will send them back under the National Port Authority. Well, let's take a few calls. 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. The WhatsApp line is +231 86 500 104. The female line is 0770 297 Those are the numbers to call. Call and be live on the program from the pre-news on Freedom FM 87.9. This beautiful Monday afternoon, the 17th day of August 2026. Let's take this person as our first caller. Hello. Good afternoon to you. I guess this is Spencer Mohammed.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that magnificent recognition. So, without an Esther, I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call down Coast Puyo, Winter Community, the member of concern Liberia for Justice. Windia, thank you very much. Windia, President Boakai could excel to the president and say, he told us that he was a man of 42 years experience in government. Indeed, his own vice president told us that indeed the president brain was going, it was running down. Here I want to truthfully believe that. Why am I saying that? Look at what happened to the Ministry of Public Work. They are responsible for facing roads in Liberia. When the yellow machine, what did the president do? He organized the yellow machine ministry, effectively and dissolving Ministry of Public Work. He also went to Ministry of Transport. He dissolved it. And now he goes to the Ministry of Landsman and Energy. Take the function of the senior inspector, give it to a private individual. What is this? This man is just disabling also authority. In my mind, President Boakai brain is going down as was stated by his vice president. Look at quite recently, the president of the Republic of Liberia, the presidency have been anticipated by dedicating a public library. Yeah, man, if somebody had told you that President Boakai 2023 election that you were going to dedicate government, you think people are going to believe it? In my mind, that President Boakai
Thank you, Spencer. Let's talk to this person. Let's take another caller. Good afternoon.
What about Mr. Nime?
Yes, good afternoon.
Mr. Hadu Esther.
Hello.
Mr. Nime, on a day, they will enter plan last summer and not say papi as a person and know that nothing good will happen in the country. Are you telling me that every woman now that go a mineral police or a mineral police? Mr. Nime, who police in the station can talk it clear that go and down police?
Yeah.
So they were the men were putting everyone was telling you my semis on me for getting me when I win. They didn't know when I come to win. You think but now you as a matter as a. But today we get a man in power, we see nothing going on on me. They may tell us to say men joke beautiful. They pocket it to the men. See the thing I'm going on me. No here, no stage, I'm going to tell you that the country can't say the other one at the. What kind of strong person is on me? They become another that police. Where are the inspectors? Where are the inspectors from the ministry? Where are they? You were here, Mr. Nime, all their position where Baka say to people, John, we not here. They were here posting, say, oh, John, we are eating the money. He employ the people into the position. They make Kana, make every coma, mineral police. Now, why you telling me, Mr. Nime? I know you're not lying. They call me, Mr. Nime, I think nothing good will come on the paper. They're praying God for a count of sinning for answer the men reading the question correct. Thank you, Mr. Nime.
Thank you, Patience. Let's talk to this person. Hello? Hello? Okay, let me talk to Mansisi, then I'll come back and take more calls on the other line. Hello?
Good morning. I begin with that. How you doing?
I'm fine, Mansisi. Thank you. Welcome to the show. How are you?
We say hi to Esther. I'm doing good, Baba.
Okay.
So long we saw the day life God marry us.
All right.
Yeah. Let me say thank you for the topic on the discussion. So I want Esther to call her friend, looking up for Fana. When she told us that President Bola will do anything about dedicating anything in this country that's petty. But today, Baka told us again, he never dedicate any hand pump because he brought him to public rescue, and he brought the presidency on the floor. He never do any research. But what we saw in past, President Baka want to dedicate drainage cleaning to Fragba. The cleaning drainage, they carry Baka, but what they may affect to all Interpol, and the paper praise, a declining, and I do. Oh, my best, look at him.
I listen to you.
Oh, yeah, I thought he said, what do you mean they were more?
I listen to you, man.
But I thought he said they were more. You said no, just no comment.
Sorry,
man. They were more yet.
Sorry, man.
Okay, I think I'm sorry.
All right.
So what I'm saying, to put Baka there to go clean drainage, you tell me to go dedicate the drainage to Fragba. You took them there, you say if you police station booth, you talking there to go to it today, you can go to that telephone place, you have to that telephone carry booth there, telephone booth last year. You took them there, you put it in the bus. What a problem, the very president. You put it in the bus. See, my hotel say a free bus. My what was the people that were booyah. That dedication there, that project there for Baka. Then you go there, for you get a man there. It's the same more Ali. You can't say statue at it. I said 400,000. And he said one day, you open for you coming 40 baby. So they will see the man give good enough, they give better love, people tell it all. And you saw the make that kind of thing. Give the whole president of the nation to go and say, oh, then he gets on it all. Oh, no one's before this country. And the whole world outside laughing at us. My son with them. That's the I say, yeah. Because them Baka men, you go, you cannot even dedicate. You start Pupu and Trinita. Oh, you dedicate. They bring Johnson for some of dropping the fire, talking about dedicating and calling home. They just you brother, calling your son, Mr. Baka. It should be a disgrace for you as a president. You're your wife. They bring up the public rescue. You're your wife. That the president son into their judge. They put head me. Get up, come on, nigga, Isa. Forget you're putting it right. They get up, come on, they said, it's a big hand. All top, get a whole top. Come on, picture. Your head Isa. Forget they say, take to be in there. You take to be about the other dear boss there. And then stop picking the job on the top. Then you want to pick the job, you fight it, man. So I call it up, Baka, you're going to help me. Okay. Up, Baka, he gave me a lot money, he gave me other position. What about putting over draft money? He a funny guy, you came into another place. They put all that get a job, so you see the rest of people there. Now I don't join for the register and be ready or you want to support there, or we got to be something to us. What the hell before?
Okay, Master
C. You for all we suffering. You see, office school, free education. Yeah, also in class here. No ABC class here. You might be sorry. Yeah, also in another year.
Okay.
What is the office for us? So you go back and they say, get the people, oh yeah. Hey, open education, go to school. I will tell you, say.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Z. Thank you. Let's take this person. We'll go to Esther to read few comments. Let's talk to you. Hello.
How you doing, William?
I'm fine. Thank you. Welcome to the show, sir.
My name is Rana Nelson. I do call you from Bannerville, Benedict.
Let's hear you, Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, okay. I want to discuss the topic with Daniel Zanga.
Okay.
One man as the new DEF boss. I think, from my own perspective, I think Daniel Zanga should have accepted that position because serving as chief of staff of the army, the national army, and then serving as defense minister, coming down to serve as DEA boss, I think there's a trap that is setting for him to get him caught in the web. So if I were him, I will admonish him to make sure and then he refuses that position. So that's my question to him.
Okay. Thank you, Nelson. Let's take this person, then we'll go to Esther for comments. Hello.
Hi. Afternoon, William, and good afternoon to your co-host, and good afternoon to the peace officer of Bedford County. The name remains Tommy Jimmy Rabble as we join you from Mama Briggs resident.
Okay.
We know we need to do justice to the Liberian people. This drug issue, we need to do justice. Diago or accused allegations against Diago of moving take off from Fisher Cell. Now, and then the same allegations went on the Starlink. They gave him Starlink. So for this Starlink that is for you to hold Starlink, the thing that they are according to the allegation, you need to go and refuse to say and then go and ask some questions. The same way that Diago go, let him go and go to the investigator to see how bad that he is playing. But then Diago go and then we see the IG state and the IG carry service for here and there. So how will we believe the government? How will we believe in the investigation? So we don't understand. We don't understand the situation that's going on. They try to see all the people and then they're using the rest of the other people to see how bad the whole investigating. But we don't get satisfied with the investigation. So this is why we call it on the international community to see how bad to come and intervene because we don't understand the government the way they're investigating the whole issue.
Okay.
So that this is why getting opponents. Thank you very excellent time, Mr. Milan.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Esther. Let's read few comments. Then we come back and take few calls. All right. Let us not forget about the people who are watching. So let's recognize a few of them. Then we come back to some more calls.
Of course. And from the comment section, let's see all we have. We have Antonin Toba. For a long time, my people, thank God for Freedom FM family. God bless you. We have Kadike Pasi, where she says, Keys making the news too. We have Hazard 10, says, good morning. We have Nathaniel Saki. He says, I'm watching you from, what is Sinful Dog Community? Lower Magibi County. We have Sam Toby. He says, good morning, my Freedom family. I'm following you from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Morning, Sam. We have Bakari B. Sharif says, good morning, Freedom FM family. I'm following from my residence in Newtown. Thanks for the show. We have Terry F. Conan says, good morning, good morning, Mr. Nime. I'm following you guys from Newport Street. We have Fatou Jobber. She says, good morning. Welcome back. We have Stanley Bosso. He says, a very pleasant greetings to the peace-loving citizens of the Cocaine Republic, headed by Cocaine Cartel de Comboaca. Wendell and Darling, we are getting there. Just a matter of time, President, we are returning to the executive mansion to fix the mess caused by UPIC's Rescue Cocaine Cartel. We have Augustine Tarley. He says he's watching from Baltimore, Maryland. And we also have Kadi Pase watching. Good morning, ma'am. So far, Window, these are all the comments.
Okay, there are more popping up, but I don't know why it's not opening. But
Yeah.
let's get back to the calls. We got more time to take few more calls. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
How you doing, Mr. Nimler?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the show, sir. What's your name,
It's been a
man?
very long time. I don't hear you on the radio. How you coming on? Sister Dak, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay. The drug issue, that's what I want to talk about.
Because you need to tell us your name first and where you join us from.
I'm your niece, D. Nimler Sibu. I'm Nimler.
Okay. Where you join us from?
Calling from Carwell Junction.
Okay. Let's hear you, Mr. Sibo.
Yeah. Really, what the government want to do is to take our attention from the drug issue. They did it, they refused that they released Prophet King from jail.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's attention was drawn to that. The thing is, the drug issue, we are living it, we are not living it. And you people are doing well that every time when you come on the radio, you will talk about the drug issue. Unity Party, they want to take our attention for the drug. The IG, he came, he went in, he had a press conference, and he said, enough of the Unity Party government, plenty of them are in the drug issue. Okay, call the names of those you think are in the drugs issue. You don't want to do it. And other people are now calling for the IG to leave the position. Let Waka take it from them. But others are saying that if they meant they meant for the position, if they take the IG for the position, you will call other names, other members of the police. You will go after them. So they are again. When he remained there, the name will not be called because Waka is not ready. He's not already ready to call. To sack the man for a position. So I just want to thank you for the issue, Mr. Nimble. I say good afternoon again.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. Let's take more calls. Hello, welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Mm.
So, let me ask you, if you were president, if you were the president, and the police director said that you as the president, will you keep him there?
It's a question for me.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me?
If you were Madam President, and the police director came up with that statement, will you keep him there as president?
Well, I'm not the president, so I cannot
That's
say
why
that.
if I use the word if.
Why you want to force this question on me?
Okay, even to your colleague there, to your colleagues. I don't want to be guys.
Well, just make your point.
You remember you guys are evading my question. Simple question you guys are evading.
No, I don't want to answer that.
Okay. You remember the old man who was there as a deputy director that said from the executive to the judiciary everywhere they are involved in the drugs after 1 or 2 days of this.
Yeah, we remember that.
Okay. So if you move Gregory now, you know he will still be things. Because of that, they will not move Gregory, my brother. They will not move Gregory. Go up, cut down, whatever your shine, they will not move Gregory. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take more calls. David King will come back to you. Yeah.
Sorry for calling back. I just want to answer my brother who asked that question. Brother, if I were the president, I would start him and sanction him to investigation so that he can call the names of those senior government officials that he knows that sanction the drug. That sanction the bringing of drugs into our country. In fact, it would have been an opportunity for me as a president to know if indeed President Baka truly want to break this cartel down. It would have been an opportunity. Sack him immediately, honor his arrest, put him under investigation to call all the senior government officials that are bringing these drugs into our country. Don't get rid of this cartel. But Baka will not do it. Because if he do it, his own knee will come, other people's knee will come out. That's why he has failed to do it as he did to Kwabu at the time when he did to the deputy managing director to the LGA at the time. So this is why we are saying irresponsible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's talk to David King. David King, welcome to the show.
Darlene.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Mr. Nima, we shouldn't be surprised. All that is happening is a Baka to us. One time he returned to the country, he said, things that never happen, we're happy. So today, when I see Mr. Baka cutting ribbon, dedicating government toilet, these are things that never happen in our presidency. And these are some of the things that never happen, and it is not happening.
Well, why the president advance then can't tell you sometimes say, "Papi, I play for you to go."
No, the president, vice president told us that a man bring going down the hill by nature. All right? And you know, when your brain is going down the hill, the next thing that comes to mind, it means that you are sorry for dementia. You are sorry for dementia. You don't have your own memory correct. You forget things that you're not supposed to do. If the president will go to an occasion and they call into the podium, he leaves the podium and start going to a vehicle and a bodyguard got to bring him back. That is a sign for you to know that the president now on the right track. If the president will go send out the Ministry of Information with your living prayer, watching a video, seeing people beating the Ministry of Information. And that is to tell you that this president will really going down the drain. So it shouldn't be surprising to some of us. We should all see this thing as something that this man he has reached the age not to even be a town chief. Because if you serve as a town chief, every day the town will be noisy, but cases come, you're not able to control it. So he has let the president say, you see what you're doing? This man will go dedicate drainage. So when people ask him for money, he say, like people left digging. And they see man who was the chief of beggar in Liberia now telling other beggars that they get beg. So that's the kind of president we got. So for people to be surprised of Mr. Baka, for me, I am not surprised of him because I expected this thing. Look at Mr. Baka, I mean, history, all of the places that he had worked, one legacy he left behind. He went to the LPSC, we didn't get anything from there. We say the Ministry of Agriculture, the American people are getting up with our rest there, that one ended in flat, as the children can see. Even so, talking to the interim time, FDRC, it ended again in flat. Mr. Baka got no good track record. Even at the level of the vice presidency, this is the reason why Manasali started why and said, no, my legacy that I have built, I can't look at this guy who has served me for 12 years with no clue of anything to make him to be my successor. Meaning, my whole legacy will die and nothing will be, I will be remembered for in Liberia. And this is the reason why Manasali did not give a blessing. And people say, oh, Manasali, well, came back. Because if you want to perform, your boss will not allow you to be recommended to any institution or anywhere to serve.
Okay.
That's what he did.
Okay.
So the old man got no legacy to leave with us, but he will continue to bring our presidency to disrepute and how they call it, bringing our presidency to public ridicule.
Thank you.
Nobody will believe that presidency any longer.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you, David King. We can take 2 more calls and then we go home. But you keep playing the Win Liberia cash giveaway. Esther will soon be here to give you some serious cash on the Monday.
Yeah, I'll be
all right. So if
cash.
you're playing from your MTN mobile wallet, you know what to dial. The code for you is *255*1#. If you're playing from your Orange mobile wallet, *255*6#. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Hello.
Okay, what's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Martha Down calling from
Okay, let's hear you. What's your contribution to the show?
My contribution to the show is about this drug business. And this drug business will not go have our children and grandchildren here.
Mm-hmm.
He elected a president that said he will do people.
Thank you, Marta. Let's talk to this person, our last caller. Hello? Hello?
Good morning. Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Ma Walter?
No, Carmen Kevlar.
Oh, Game, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. It's been a while. Let's hear from you, Game. You're our last caller, so make your point quickly.
Yes. Esther, thank you so much. I want to agree with you 100% because you told Mr. Nimle say we are not going to forget about this drug issue. And I agree with you. We shouldn't forget it. Thank you that every day you come on air, you discuss about this issue. And Mr. Nimle, I agree with you also 100%. Why will Papa Paka JP taking the other person from the department to the other entity from the other entity? Why you can bring in new people? Are they not qualified people in Liberia? There's Zanga men from the other entity here to them, and they have brought in law to get in position like that. Oh, why you can also tell Papa Paka say, oh no, this is not my area. Why the people should be greedy? Because I complete greedy there. Now your area, you got your own area. When you lay in school, you should work in that direction. Why would they bring you on board of a department that you don't know anything of? It's just a mockery to eat. So
Okay.
thank you so much for the time. We shouldn't forget about the drug issue. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. And that's true. With the drug thing, we got to be talking about it because we want to know the outcome from the $90 million drug outburst. We also want to know the outcome from the $370 million cocaine that was busted at the airport. So, folks, on that note, this is how we conclude this edition of the show from the Pre News. And we will be here, God's willing, tomorrow, same time, same station. Thanks to our sponsors, and Esther and I will be here tomorrow. Until then, do have a pleasant Monday.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. I can't stand no more, cause no more food. I cannot go to school, cause no more money. Hey yo, excuse me, Mr. Journalist. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release a day.